How has your student population grown over time? Did you start with a few and grow, or?
Right, the growth has been, well, I won't say rather in this case geometrical. We started with a small number. Like the first secondary school I started in Enugu, we started with about 14 students. But now we have 1,000 plus, the place we visited. 14 students, 2 teachers. Now 1,000, over 1,000 students with, you saw the people sitting behind you. So maybe almost 30 something teachers. So it's just miraculous. The one here, the center where we are now, we began with nursery children, not kindergarten, nursery children. In the first group were about 12, not more than 12. And now, if you go, you see them about over 300 nursery students, 400 primary, and about 600 or 7 secondary school students. Yeah.
So that's great. In what geographical locations do you have these different schools set up?
They are in different states in Nigeria, but for the work of the Voice of the Poor Foundation, we have also built houses in the Cameroons and in Sierra Leone. Aha. Those places we had contact points. How we do, we don't just throw money in the air. We must have a contact point, somebody on the spot who will collect the money from us, supervise the money, get photographs, bring back report to us. So these 2 countries we have already, 2 in Sierra Leone and 1 in Cameroon. Yeah.
So what role does the Voice of the Poor Foundation play in the lives of the students it sponsors?
It is, I can say, immense role. One who has never been so poor as not to have a single school fees may not understand what it means to be poor. And you don't have money to pay for fees so as to be educated as other children. It is terrible. It is devastating for some of them. So the Voice of the Poor Foundation comes in when we notice a hopeless case, a case where the parents are incapacitated or very sick, or in fact they don't have anything. That's where we come in, and then we sponsor the child through. It's a role that is indispensable. Without that, they wouldn't be educated in any form. Even they wouldn't be able to enter primary school or secondary. So that, I think, from all indications, and once we take up a child, we take the child all round. School fees, boarding fees, clothing, books, everything taken into account.
Okay. What are the, and I think you've touched upon this, but are there any specific goals of the Voice of the Poor Foundation?
The goals and objectives are there in our website. You get all of them,
Okay.
as many as you. I think it's stipulated there.
Right.
So that you can easily make use of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you speak about any types of investments that have been made to the Voice of the Poor Foundation? What was the outcome? You know, again, if was $10,000 donated for a building or for the fish ponds, and if it was, what was the outcome?
I must say that we have had a successful tenure. All this while, any franc, any cent we got from organizations through the Voice of the Poor Foundation in Britain, we have always made a huge success. With the little they were sending, £500, £1,000, sometime, like that Mr. Hammond had to begin another subsidiary foundation, Peter Hammond Foundation. £11,000 he sent. And that was what we used in training many students, because we were making use of the interest, not the main money. And so it was revolving. So the results are there. If you go around our centers, you see the structures in some cases. You see also the students They are not ghosts. They are human beings walking about on their 2 feet, each person. You see also projects like water project. We have a water project. What has been delaying us is the second borehole we wanted to have, and it has not yet succeeded. So we produce sachet water. We also create employment for the members of the Voice of the Poor Foundation. That means after training somebody, we fix him up in any of our projects, and from there he also gets his daily meal and upkeep.
In a similar sense, I asked this question with the Tanzania University, but for the sake of this video, what is the relationship between the investor or the person giving charity, their funds, and the Voice of the Poor Foundation? Can you talk about what you do again with the extra funds?
Yeah, generally, any money that reaches us passes through Voice of the Poor Foundation, VPF, Britain. They are the people who keep records, our workers, the people who are assisting us. They keep records of the amount donated by each person. And they are able to track that amount to the particular project where the money is used. And then we produce report. We send back report to our partners in Britain. You gave us £5,000. We use the £5,000 for X projects. We use all of them, or we used part of it. One X amount remaining. What do we do with the X amount? Or sometimes deficit. That means the money wouldn't be enough to accomplish the project in view. Then we have to let them know. So when they are sending some other money, they include that unfinished project in the budget. That's how we have been going on. And since 1980, we have never had any setback, a noticeable setback. And I think God has been leading us so much to see that what we receive is used again for the good of the people.
Have locals been involved in what you're doing here in any form?
Yes, of course. At least I'm a local, so I'm involved. We have also many people who come, volunteers, who come and do. Some are not even paid. They're only given some tips from time to time. But those who are stable or employed as workers, they are paid. But those who are volunteers, no payment. I have also a religious order, Missionary Sons of Blessed Tansy. The brothers help in many of the projects, and of course as religious, they are not paid, but they have to just to feed them and give them whatever they should have legitimately. That's how we have been operating.
Do you at all plan to expand the VPF schools or scholarship or projects?
Yes, it is a question of garbage in or garbage out. It's what we receive that will tell us where to expand, when to expand, and why we should expand. If we receive more funds, we expand more to other places. If we don't receive, we manage the ones that are already established. That's our general disposition. So we are not closing the door to expansion. Neither are we leaving our doors too wide open and impoverish the ones already established. No. So that is that.